I am very happy talk a little bit about the learning Tibetan language and the Buddhism. I think Susu telling me you have a big group learning. You are learned and learning Tibetan, and you also teaching different way. So I am very happy about this. And it is very important to the learning Tibetan language first. I have been in Taiwan, the Palace Museum. They have a beautiful Kangxi King time. They did the Tripitaka. So I wanted to do this repeated. So that time they have a professor, and he said, "Oh, that's this Tibetan the Tripitakas so wonderful. If this Tibetan language doesn't have it, and the other language they have some, it's a little bit shortage." So when he telling it that time moment, I didn't understand what it mean. I didn't ask either. And then later, maybe 10 years ago, I was in India, Changchun, and I saw one article that is one professor, Meshuram, is one of Indian professor that he's translating, and the many Buddhism texts from Tibet into the Hindi, English. I think he mainly in the Hindi because India, a long time ago, the many texts lost, and so far. So he wanted from Tibetan translated into the Hindi. And then after some years ago, he founded some old text Hindi from Kathmandu, Nepal. And then he compared with together, and the Tibetan this translation is 95% is exact, even the words is exact. And then the 5% of the meaning is the same, but there's the way of writing a little bit different. And then he said, when he compared with English translation, and they have 10% is get different. So I saw those things, and later I sent my secretary Gwinik to the Varanasi to specially interview about these things, and he recorded in long hours, So mainly saying, actually this Tibetan language first is basic, we are saying Tibetan language, actually original is Burmese language. The Tibetan they have 30, and then the Hindi or earlier, Burmese language is and the vowel is a, e, u, really, e, o, a, so 16. But then Timisam Buddha, he went and bases the Burmese language, and then 16 vowel he made same in English, e, u, e, o, a, this 5. Same as English. And then S in 30, and they have some of sha, some of he, because Tibetan language needed these things, and so add some few of them. Then this come out the Tibetan language. So this is your linguistic. You look in the Burman language, they have southern tradition and the northern tradition, and the Tibetan language is part of the northern tradition. So this is basic. So it's easy to translate it. And then they have a Sanskrit language. They have some words more than one meaning. even in 10, more than 10 meanings there. And these things you cannot translate it, impossible. Even in the Tibetan language, the earlier the king, the translating, they have made a rule, first rule, second rule, third rule. One of them said if the meaning is more than 10 sort of this kind of the Sanskrit letter, and you don't translate it, just use in the Sanskrit itself. So therefore we have many mantras, just leave the Sanskrit. And then, some of we, so Tibetan language, because of the basis of Burmese language, they can translate it. And there are many, like Dharma, but the English you cannot. And they said just use as the Dharma. The Tibetan is the Che, and they translate it. And also the Buddha, the Tibetan language, that Sang, Ge, two meaning. But the English only Buddha. When we say Buddha, that 2,500 years ago, the Lumbini, the Buddha Shakyamuni, that is picture appear, not more than that. But the Tibetan, this Buddha, Sang as Sang, is clear sky. Then the Ge is showing or developing. Sun, for example, we have clouded, right? Cloud is removed, clarified, and the sun is developing. So similar that, two meaning, Buddha. So that when we have own negative karma, all is clarified, and our own nature of Buddha nature, like sun, will be shining, developing brightness. So those is the different of the meaning. And then the Professor Mesher is saying, and that time those translation, they also first learned it, Buddhism. They're not very clear what is meaning. And their attitudes also very good. It's not only the, for the business, it's for the Buddha Dharma, benefit all sentient being. Then also later the Tibetan scholars, they translated many the grammars in Sanskrit grammar, the Sanskrit grammar also translated. So those all together, so in the Tibetan, this translate is quite is high, can the meaning of the Sanskrit can translate it compared with other the languages. So that time I realized this professor, the balance, what his mean, then I really understood it, so about that. So now you are all very sincere, practicing Dharma, learn Dharma. I think it is wonderful. And through this you learning, you can really benefit many sentient beings, not only the Vietnam community, and many in Asia and the world. I also have a program in just now we are planning the teacher training, not only the monks and lay people, teacher training programs. And also we have Songsa Library, have the bachelor, BA and the PhD. Even you directly can go in some Tibetan language, or any of world you can directly apply. I hope, and you also future many of the come to the Songsa Library, that is research Tibetan Himalayas. So they have a Indian Garba University giving the certificate. Some are also looking for the Vietnam, they have monks, nuns, university, and they are conducting these things. Anyway, now you are all in the very sincere practitioner and learning. I am very happy about that, and I will pray for you. All the practice will be success and benefit many centimeters. Thank you.